you had 3 people who wanted to swap destinies with you. They went to readers. These are people that were very close to you, either by relation or some other way, meaning either by blood and or some other way. They went to readers. Each one went to a different reader, and the readers told them you had a big destiny, that you had money and notoriety in your future. And these are people you never in a million years would think they would come up against you. But that's what they did. They sought to destroy you. They got so envious when the readers told them you had a great destiny. And instead of being proud of you or praying for you, hoping that it comes about, they sought to try to swap destinies with you. Because they have a mind of an ostrich, meaning they're not so smart, they really thought they could swap destinies. Now, I don't know who told them that's a possibility, but whoever told them does not like them. And they actually set them up. So they sought to sabotage you, spread lies about you, convince others not to, deal with you. They tried to disrespect you, which they did. They tried to bring you down. They tried to persuade you not to follow your dreams. They did everything they could to slow you down. And the worst thing they did was, first of all, they always send you negative energy on their own. But they also went to professional practitioners to put hexes on you. They ultimately wanted you to unalive yourself. Because again, in their little puny minds, if you were to unalive yourself, somehow, some way, your destiny would transfer over to them. As if it's some kind of inheritance that you left in your will for them. But the negative energy and the witchcraft worked for a long time, and not because God doesn't love you, but there were 2 reasons. Number 1, God wanted to use you as an example. That's number 1. Number 2, without you knowing anything about the stuff, you were in a low vibration. That doesn't mean you're an evil person. It just means either you were in fear all the time, you were always anxious, you were in fight or flight mode. Maybe you had anger issues. Maybe you had a lot of guilt and shame. And because of that, you were attracting these negative energies. So it really didn't matter where they were coming from. They were allowed to enter your life because you were in those states of mind. But God wanted to use you as an example to show them what faith in God can do. And as things got harder and harder for you, you held on to God for dear life. And you never walked away from Him. And you learned to accept your life for what it is, which ultimately helped you increase your vibration. You stopped living in fear. You stopped living in guilt. You started forgiving yourself. You forgave others. And you let those burdens go. And slowly but surely, you were moving towards a higher vibration of joy, of love, of peace, ultimately enlightenment. And once you move towards those vibrations, these people can no longer reach you with their negative energies. Now you were attracting positive energies. And God wanted to show them how the faith of a mustard seed can prevail all types of attacks, can prevail a smear campaign, can prevail an isolation spell. How faith in God can help you survive an insanity spell. They wanted you to go insane. They wanted you to wind up in a hospital and be locked away for the rest of your life. So, Your belief in God is what got you here. So don't ever, ever go a day or even an hour without praising Him, without thinking of Him, without being grateful for Him. Always pray. Your prayers will be answered. They may not be answered right now, but they will be answered. And just know, ultimately, you don't need anyone but God. And I'm not saying to isolate yourself and not talk to people, but depend on God and know He's got your back. Know it just like you know you're going to stay on the ground because of gravity. You never think twice about gravity, so never think twice about God's support. Observe the 10 Commandments. Spread love. Be forgiving. But don't let anyone disrespect you. Always respect yourself. And if someone is not reciprocating energy, let them go. You deserve someone who's going to reciprocate the energy. And I don't care who that is. Because you worked hard to get where you're at. To the high vibration. You worked so hard to get here. Don't allow anyone to come and mess it up for you. Because if they mess it up for you and they steer you towards anger and fear, rest assured you're going to start attracting negative energies all over again. So your homework every day is to dodge the bullshit and set up your life where it's full of love and joy. Everything you do, ask yourself, is this giving me joy? Is this making me feel good? If not, and I'm not talking about drugs or alcohol, if not, walk away from it. Walk away from it. If you go to a job that is very, very stressful and the boss doesn't respect you and the environment is crappy, find another job. Life is too short. Your energy is too precious. Don't treat it like it's nothing, because it's everything. It's everything. Anyways, guys, have a blessed day. And thank you to everyone who's been liking and sharing and duetting and posting to their stories and emailing me, and just the overwhelming support I've been receiving is very calming and humbling. Like it is just like I give it to God. When I receive this type of love, I'm like, I just mentally look at God and say, this is all because of you. This is not my doing alone. Yes, I woke up every day and I put in the work, but without your guidance, God, I would be lost in the wilderness. Anyways, guys, have a blessed day and enjoy. And remember everything that I said. The most important thing is think of God more than anything else. Peace.